Good evening, everyone. I'm Vijaya from Vijayaacademics. This circular is related to establishing electoral clubs and democracy rooms in schools. We are going to see in details what kind of guidelines are given by Cbse. So, electoral clubs and democracy rooms in schools are aimed at fostering a culture of civic engagement, democratic participation, critical thinking, active citizenship, and electoral literacy among students. These clubs rooms serve as platforms for promoting democratic values, active participation in democratic processes, active citizenship, and responsible leadership from an early age. These clubs operate in school using engaging activities and hands on experience to familiarize students with voter registration and voting procedures. Now, let us see what are the objectives. The primary objective of electoral clubs and the democracy clubs is to educate students about the electoral rights and process, democratic principles, and civic responsibilities, thereby empowering them to become informed and engaged citizens. Formation: school should appoint a faculty advisor or coordinator responsible for overseeing club activities. The club room can be formed at various levels, including primary, secondary, and higher secondary. Membership: membership in electoral clubs and democracy clubs should be open to all students, regardless of their academic background. Encourage diverse participation to enrich discussions and perspectives. Establish ground rules. Develop a set of ground rules or norms that promote respectful dialogues, active listening, and constructive debate. Encourage students to express their opinions while also being open to different viewpoints. Provide resources, offer access to a variety of resources, including newspapers, magazines, online debates, and guest speakers to help students stay informed about local, national, and global issues. Facilitate discussions. Train students, facilitators to lead discussions and debates in the electoral club, democracy room. Encourage students to explore different perspectives, ask critical questions, and support their arguments with evidence. Now, what are the activities are there? Electoral literacy workshops. Organize interactive workshops to educate students on the electoral process, including the structure of the electoral system, the roles of different institutions, voting procedures, and the significance of informed voting. Mock election: simulate the electoral process through mock elections, allowing students to experience the stages of campaigning, voting, and counting. This hands-on activity fosters understanding of democratic practices. Debates and discussions: facilitate debates, panel discussions, and open forum on democracy, governance, electoral reforms, and relevant current affairs. These discussions can produce critical thinking and deeper engagement with democratic principles. Voter registration drives. Partner with local electoral authorities to organize voter registration drive for eligible students and staff. This activity emphasizes importance of civic responsibility and participation in the democratic process. Community outreach programs encourage students to participate in community service projects, awareness campaigns, and voter education initiatives that extend beyond the school. These projects can help students foster civic mindedness and understand the impact of voting on their communities. guest lecture, and interactions. Invite election officials, political representatives, or subject matter experts to speak to students about their experiences, importance of free and fair elections, and democratic governance. Energizing electoral literacy clubs, democracy rooms. Inspire engagement through competitive activities like debate, quizzes, and essay writing on contemporary issues such as One Nation, One Election. These activities can challenge students to reflect on complex governance topics and stimulate deeper thought. Projects, students forums invite local political scientists, leaders, political reporters of a neutral background to participate in candidate forums or debates hosted in the democracy room. This project allows students to engage directly with political scientists, local leaders, ask questions about their platforms, and learn about different political perspectives. Issue based campaign. Task students with researching and avoiding for specific political or social issues that they are passionate about. They can recreate campaigns to raise awareness, lobby policymakers, or mobilize community support for their chosen cause. Legislative simulations. Organize legislative simulations where students' role play as lawmakers, debating and voting on proposed bills or resolutions. This project helps students understand the legislative process and the complexities of policymaking. Community engagement projects encourage students to collaborate with local organizations or government agencies on community engagement projects. This could include organizing voter education workshops, participating in public forum, or volunteering for civic initiatives. Media literacy campaigns develop projects focused on media literacy and critical thinking skills. Students can analyze political advertisements, fact check news, resources, and create their own media content to promote informed citizenship. Civic education workshops host workshops on topics such as history of democracy and importance of civic participation and the rights and responsibilities of citizens. Invite guests, speakers, educators, or community leaders to facilitate these sessions. Research projects assign research projects on topics related to democracy, governance, and political system. Students can present their findings in the democracy room and engage in discussions about the implications of their research. Curriculum integration. Integrate activities on electoral clubs and democracy rooms into the school curriculum across subjects such as civics, social studies, and history. This ensures holistic learning and reinforces the relevance of democratic values in students' lives. Periods for these subjects, backless days, can be utilized for this purpose. Partnerships foster partnership with electoral authorities, non-governmental organizations, and civil society groups working in the field of democracy promotion and civic education to enhance the impact and reach of club activities. Recognition recognize outstanding contributions by club members through certificates, awards, or commendations. Record maintain records of club activities, including attendance, minutes of meetings, and outcomes achieved. Prepare periodic reports to document progress and share insight with relevant stakeholders. Schools are advised to visit the website of Election Commission of India for further resources and ideas for conducting activities of electoral literacy clubs. School can register their electoral literacy club at https ECI SVAAP by .nic.in report club ID _ request. So in this way, the detailed information is given for this circular, and this circular is the most important one, and it is related to electoral clubs and democracy rooms in schools. Thank you. Thanks a lot.